In this video tutorial, we are using the JavaScript schedule library to create events with reminders. The reminder sends an email to remind the recipient of the event about it. We use the SMTP.js service for sending the emails. We have created a new folder for the project with an empty web page in it. Let's create a subfolder called Scripts, where we paste all JavaScript files for the library that we will use. You can get them from the archive with the trial version, which is available for download from the products page on MindFusion's website. Let's open the project folder with VS Code. Here is our empty web page. Let's add references to the script files we just copied in the scripts folder. First, we add a reference to MindFusion Common, which contains all API members, which are common for all MindFusion libraries. Then we add references to the collections file and the scheduling file. Scheduling is, of course, the JavaScript file that contains the functionality of the calendar library. Finally, let's add a reference to a file called MonthView, located in the same directory as the web page. This is the code behind file, and the file does not exist yet. Let's create it. Before we go on editing the web page, let's add the files with the scheduler themes to the project. We add a new folder called Themes, which contains all CSS styling themes. They are also part of the downloadable archive. Let's add now a reference to the Earth CSS file, which describes the Earth theme. We also declare a div element, which will contain another div with the ID, the calendar. The outer div takes 100% of the page width and is 800 pixels wide. The calendar div takes all the place inside it. With that done, we are ready to start coding our application. We first add reference to the TypeScript file of the calendar. This reference allows IntelliSense to parse the calendar API and provide support with class member suggestions as you type. We declare a namespace mapping to the scheduling namespace. Next, we create an instance of the calendar class. The constructor requires a reference to an HTML element, and we get the calendar div element, which we declared in the web page. Then we set the current view to be single month and the theme to be Earth. The name of the theme must be the same as the name of the CSS file that contains it. Finally, we call the render method and we should be able to see the calendar. Yes, here it is. It is fully interactive and we can create appointments. Of course, they don't trigger any reminders. So let's attach a reminder to newly created events. We will handle the item created event where we will attach a reminder to each newly created item. The item created event provides event data through the item modified event args class. The newly created item is one of the members of this class. So, we paste the sample code for the event handler and we get the new item. Then we create a reminder, which is an instance of the reminder class. For the message of the reminder, we place the subject of the item. The type of a reminder indicates if it is triggered exactly at the time of the event occurrence or before it. Leading means that the reminder is triggered before the event. Time interval specifies how much time before the event the reminder is triggered. Let's set this time span to just 1 minute. Finally, we assign the newly created reminder to the new item through its reminder property. Now we should be able to see reminders added automatically to newly created items. Yes, they are. The small exclamation mark indicates there is a reminder. If we open the Edit dialog for an item, we can see the reminder. It has a custom combo box with leading time span options, but we've set this programmatically. Everything is fine now, but what is the use to have a reminder if it doesn't take any action? Let's make our reminder send a message to the contact of the task. We will use the free SMTP.js service for that purpose. We will handle another calendar event, item reminder triggered. There we will send an email about the event. So, we delete the body of the sample method and replace it with the code that sends email with the SMTP.js library. Of course, we will have to adjust the mailing server settings and the sender credentials. I am using the mail server of a website that belongs to MindFusion. Let's include event-specific data in the body of the message so we can recognize it was triggered by our application. Let's make one artificial adjustment though. Let's make each new event start 2 minutes ahead of the moment we've created it. That will make the reminder be triggered almost immediately, and it will allow us to see the result right now. Let's test what we've done so far. We create a very special event. And here is the pop-up box that informs us that the email has been sent. And here is the email with the event subject. So, everything works as it should, and our tutorial is finished. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your interest in MindFusion Developer Tools.